You know where Dale Gates lives. Trying to make
15 seconds.
You're right, he shaped some balls from the get-go.
Make a living, right?
They want.
Needs more than that. I can go see it every year. Help our city.
Okay, everyone, if I could have your attention. I believe Dalton's going to call roll.
Marvin Kusick.
Here.
Cole Ream.
Here.
Walker Henson.
Here.
Michael O'Brien. David Trojan.
Here.
Brian Henry.
Here.
Greg Hobb.
Here.
Donald Roberts. David Henneke. Clarence Maley.
Here.
Scott Orr.
Here.
All right, we have a quorum. I hereby call the November meeting of the MAPC to order. First item on the agenda is to consider approval of the minutes of the October 21st MAPC meeting.
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion and a second to approve the minutes as printed. All those in favor, aye?
Aye.
Those opposed? And that motion carries. Next item on the agenda is zoning. Hold a public hearing and consider approval of a request to rezone the property located at 2314 West Colorado Avenue from A Agricultural District to R2 Residential Single Family District, and make a recommendation to the Mayor and Board of Commissioners.
All right, thank you. Yes, we've got an application in from Stanley Nevitt, and he would like to carve off some property. I should have a presentation in the MAPC folder, if you can pull it up, please. But he's going to carve off this piece of property right there, and he'd like to have 5 different residential plats that he can sell. And it's zoned ag, and according to our zoning, the minimum acres for ag per lot is 5 acres, and these are going to be half-acre tracts that he'd like to sell. So, in order to accomplish the plat that you'll see later when we get that presented to you, he needs to rezone it because it doesn't meet the minimum requirements. So get this presentation.
City sewer there?
Yes. So, all right, here's the little slides. Okay, so that's the area that he'd like to rezone. He's got the meets and bounds all loaded up on his survey. He's got adequate water and sewer. They're both there along the road. It would be expensive to go underneath the road, but on the preliminary plat design, he actually has some access to sewer coming from the north that'll go on the back side of the property so that they can run sewer that way. It'd probably be less expensive. There's already R2 across the street to the west. It's R3. There's a trailer house addition up in the north, and then it's all ag to the south and to the east. This is really what he's trying to do. I don't have the actual plat for you tonight, but this is the concept that he'd like. He's got four lots along Cleveland, and then 1 along Colorado that there's already a house on that one. So that's what he's trying to accomplish. He needs to rezone in order to do it. So he's met all the requirements. We've put the notice out. I have not received 1 phone call, have not received any questions on it. So this is a hearing, so I don't think there's anyone here that would like to talk on it, but we're looking for a recommendation, and if you have any questions, I'd love to answer them.
Questions?
Make a motion to recommend. Second.
Have a motion and a second to recommend to the Mayor and Board of Commissioners to have the rezoning as requested. All those in favor, aye? Aye. Those opposed? And that motion carries. Next item is a lot split. Consider approval of a lot split application submitted by Mark Winter for the property located at 1010 West Willow Road.
All right, this is going to be an out parcel out at the building that we all know as Evans, and there's Blaze's Barbecue and a few other businesses that are out there. This is the area in green. It's approximate. There's a survey that's attached, of course, but there is water and sewer available. There's access to the street, and then what makes this property a little bit unique about its layout is that almost every C2 zone property that we have is owned by the same person. In this particular instance, it's been split up, and so there's multiple owners that have a section in this shopping center, and that's what makes it a little unique. He's wanting to do a lot split here and create an out parcel that is more of a modern way of doing business on these kind of pieces of land. So because the parent lot would not have its full frontage on the lot out of an abundance of being conservative, he did go through a variance process, and our Board of Adjustment granted that variance. There's not a frontage minimum in this area, so that wasn't what the variance was needed for, but just having that kind of L-shaped lot, the Board of Adjustment granted a variance. We don't see it as a problem, especially because the applicant has, this is the survey, the applicant has created, I could have put all three of them, I think they're attached to your packet, but all of the property owners have agreed to certain sections of cross-access agreement. So they've got access taken care of, water and sewers taken care of. There's your survey staking out where the lot split will be.
Now, cross-access includes cross-parking, doesn't it?
I'm not sure, Chris, is there anything about parking in there, or is it all access?
It's just access. We took a look at the total. We put together a presentation early on.
You want to come up here, Chris?
Yeah.
For the parking situation, and so not knowing what the old United store will be someday, really hard to make that determination on parking. What will happen is and Mark's aware of this, is that when this gets broke off, everything will go back to review process when it comes back here for improvements. So let's say he sells that front track, or he keeps it and builds something there, it'll have to go under site plan approval and get that parking count at that point. Same thing, similar with the old grocery store. If, you know, with the parking numbers the way they are, it's probably not going to be a Walmart because there's not enough parking. But that gets handled through that process going forward. But we did look at that parking situation.
Approved. I have a motion to approve.
Second.
Motion and second to approve. All those in favor, aye? Aye. Those opposed? And that motion carries. And with that being said, the last item I have is to adjourn. Do I have a motion?
Moved. Second.
Motion second to adjourn. All those in favor, aye? Aye. Those opposed? We are adjourned.
Ta-dum-dum.
Happy Thanksgiving.